Okay, I hope you had a good break. So, up to this point, if you have any question, do let me know and do write down your questions because this is quite a content-heavy chapter. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you are not sure of many concepts. Or, yeah. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the next learning objective, which is finding the area of a triangle using the Trigo formula. So, you're actually given. Okay, before we carry on, conventionally, how would you solve this problem? So, if you want to find the area of ABC, you do half times base times height. So, your base in this case is B, and your height is H. Okay, so this is given that you know the base and height. Base and height are known. Okay, but given a scenario where you are unable to find the base and height, especially the height, then you can also use this formula which is known as half AB sine C. Okay. So in this case, your half AB sine C is basically, okay, ignore this triangle, but if you have, okay, so let's say if you have this triangle and then your angle C corresponds to your side C, your angle A corresponds to your side A, and so on. Okay. So what half AB sine C basically means, half AB is quite straightforward. So AB is referring to your side opposite angle A, okay? So this basically means half times BC times uh so for your side opposite angle B is AC. AC times sine C. Okay? This is what this means. Okay? So sometimes your question can be confusing. So you shouldn't straight away use the half AB sine C based on what the question gives you, okay? So if you take a closer look at this, your two sides are basically the sides linking the angle. So if you see your sine C is the angle, right? So your C is the angle, right? So your two sides are this one and this one. So these two sides are the sides that forms this angle. So let's say they ask you to find the area of this triangle, and given that you know this angle and these two sides, your area is basically equals to half. Okay, let me write in red. Your area is equals to half times A times C times sine angle ABC. Okay? And yeah. So in this case, you are given this angle and this angle. So let's say if you know this side, then your area is equals to half times A times C times angle ABC. Okay? So this formula half AB sine C is a generic formula, but just know that for whichever angle that is known, you must know the two corresponding sides that forms the angle. So you use those sides for your formula. Okay, so now let's do some practice. So find the area of triangle ABC given BC is equals to 31.8, AC is given to be 24.8, and ACB is 49 degrees. So it's very abstract if you just read it like that. So always draw the triangle so that it's easier for you to understand. So just draw a generic triangle. So ACB is given 49 degrees, and then BC is said to be 31.8. AC is said to be 24.8. Okay? So yeah. In this case, okay, so let's say if you're doing it the conventional way, we don't really know the height of this. Okay? Your height is unknown. So you won't be able to find the area of this triangle using your conventional formula, which is half base times height. So instead, you can use your trigo identity. So B half times 31.8 times 24.8 times sine 49 degrees. Okay, you type it in a calculator, you get the answer. Okay, so again, you are given the area this time, and then you're told to find the value of x. So if you plug it in, you'll be half times 2x times x times sine 104 equals to 12.5. So your 2 cancels off. So x square sine 104 equals to 12.5. X square equals to 12.5 over. So you get 12.883. Okay. Your intermediate working should always be in phi SF. So x is equals to 3.5892 or negative 3.5892. But you can reject this answer. So your x final value is this. Okay? Okay, so before we move on again, pause the video and try out this question. Okay, so now let's try this question. So the question gives you all these different values. I'm not gonna read. I can just read it yourself, and then you're given that you're told to find angle ACD. Okay, so AD is given to be 3.7 and AC is given to be 8.0, and you know that this is a right angle triangle. Okay, so you're told to find angle ACD. ACD. Okay, so in this case, you can use tangent angle ACD equals to 3.7 over, sorry, not tangent, sine. 3.7 over 8.0. So therefore, angle ACD equals to sine inverse. Okay, so yeah, a quick question. Can your angle ACD be 180 degrees minus sine inverse? Can this be your angle ACD? Because if you take a look at it, they both give the same value, which is 3.7 over 8.0. So let's calculate. So this gives you 27.5 degrees. So can it also be 152.5 degrees? So yes or no? The answer is no, because if you plug, although they give you the same values, which is 3.7 over 8, if you take a look at this diagram, your ACD is a acute angle and not an obtuse angle. Okay? So you gotta use your judgment. Okay, now let's take a look at part 2. Find the length of AB. Okay, so again, this is your trigo identities, your part 2. So if you see, this is your hypotenuse, and this, if you take the angle to be BAC, then this would be adjacent. So cos angle BAC equals to 8 over AB. So AB is equals to 8 over cos 40.4. Okay, just type in the calculator and get your answer. Okay, now your last part, the area of AED. Okay, so again, this should be simple. You see this angle and the two corresponding sides, so it should be area AED equals to half times 4.1 times 3.7 times sine 55.1 degrees. And then you'll get your final answer. Okay? So yeah, that's it for this part and thing. Yep, that's it. Okay? So again, take a quick 5 minutes break. If you have any questions until this point, do let me know during our lesson and I will answer your questions.